Good evening, everybody. We'll get started properly here in a second. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend planned. I got a little bit of a mystery to solve. I don't know if I'm going to solve it tonight, but I just need to go over what happened, this travesty that happened today. See if anybody's had any kind of similar issue as I have. So, all right. So, as you can see, I'm standing inside the sheep habitat that I built last night before I signed off the stream. And if you remember correctly, I put 4 sheep in here and bred them, so there were 6 sheep total in here. And as you can see, there are no sheep in here today, but there's evidence left behind. So, Get Bro was over here earlier today. We were kind of going over the storage system and things maybe I could do to like improve some of the things, and we both came to the conclusion that we need shulker loaders, like really like for farms like that, because he has a couple farms that overproduce too, and it's a good problem to have. So I told him, I said, hey, come here and check out the sheep habitat. Well, we came up here, and the only things that were in here was like 6 blocks of wool and 11 pieces of meat. So obviously they were killed, but when I picked the meat up, something I noticed, the meat was cooked. So that means they were killed by fire or something burned them to death. Now, if you look around, there is nothing in here that causes any kind of burn damage. So, the two of us looked around for a good amount of time. The only thing we could come up with are these prismarine, or these sea lanterns. But you can see they're like 3 blocks up, so they're not exactly close, except for this one right here. Why would they all die? And then, like, of course, there's a firefly bush, but that doesn't cause any damage. So, how did they burn? Like, so, I don't know. At some point, I'm going to put another couple sheep in here and see what happens. But it all happened while we were here, but not while we were watching it. So, it's very strange. Or at least it was strange to me, you know. But anyway, so now it's just a empty water feature. Um, we'll put more sheep in there eventually, or some animal. Um, but for now, let's head down here. And most of you knew, like, so I'm guessing a lot of you already know, like, the stuff that I worked on last night. It was basically like an overly complex way of getting my wool out of the wool farm into the real world by use of these copper golems down here. And So the wool travels, and right now we kind of got it stopping right here. And we're going to repeat this process going down the track, like all the way down. Um, so we need to drain this. But before we get too far into this, there's one thing we have to do. We need to build a shulker farm, because we're going to need a lot of shulkers, because the idea is to, because this produces so much wool, that just a double chest for each one, they're just going to fill super fast. Because look at this. Look at this. This is just a little bit today from literally these two of points right here. This one and this one. That's it. Just those 2 points. So you can look and see. Let's take a look here. Like this one right here. You combined all this stuff together. You know what? Maybe that's not those 2 points. I think I may have dropped some in there last night to check to see if it's working. But still, you get the point. Like, these are gonna, like, mass produce wool. And then, so the idea is to get them into matching shulker boxes, so they can be sorted into the sorting system correctly. And we just use those instead of, I mean, we put wool in the regular way too, but we'll actually have probably a different input for wool. Like, we'll just have like an auto sorter that goes through and goes and just sends it right over. But that's kind of the thing we want to do. But kind of lagging a little bit, but my bit rate looks pretty good. Really, the thing we need to do is we need to build that, and then we need to build the platform. So let's go ahead and collect some items. We want to use like a bright color, because we're going to be building in the void. So we're going to take one of our uncolored shulker boxes, and we're going to dye it the color of wool that we're going to pick. And I'm thinking like lime green is probably a good one, because it's nice and bright. So let's grab some lime green. I don't think either of these had wool in them. Nope. And then, I'm not sure where our lime green... That's regular green, so we're on the right track. I don't think it's on this track at all. It may be. Aha! There we go. We're going to find all the lime green wool we can. Because we're going to build a pretty big platform out in the void. Probably not going to do that today. I'm still not 100% positive where the end portal is. I always have to ask. So this may be a little side quest that me and Gibbro do at some point. Angel Coin really can't play on the server right now because Microsoft has not fixed the launcher for Minecraft yet. So that's the issue she's running into. So we're just going to we're going to take this and we're going to get some lime green dye. Actually, I don't. Do we even need to? No, we don't. Don't have to go to a crafting table for this. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to set it right here. And so we can start loading any lime green dye into here. Make sure. Good. Perfect. in here? It's random stuff, okay. Well, so what are we going to work on tonight? Well, I've been neglecting yet another part of this build. So let's go work on that for a bit. But before we do too much, I'm going to make some torches. So I'm running low on torches. Yeah, there was only 55 torches in there. So let's get some sticks, or make some sticks. Can make sticks out of that, 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 and that. Okay, then make some more sticks. Boom. And we need coal or charcoal. I don't think that's enough. We'll see. How many? Oh, it converted my other ones into... Oh, that's actually kind of unfortunate. Hold on a second. So... 10,000 sticks. Let's drop these temporarily in here, because we don't want to do that again. I didn't know they'd convert back over. I need some more coal. And got coal down here in the storage area. Or at least coal ore. No, I need to get a pickaxe to break it. Hey, Mincy. Thank you. Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can collab too if you would like. Thank you for the subscription. That's pretty freaking cool, bro. Um, yeah, when you go live, one of us can send each other the link, and I'll absolutely do that. Heard a lot about that storm you guys have. Oh, yeah, definitely. I get that. My brain's normally in slow mode most days now. Alright, you drop the rest of that coal in here. Now we have plenty of torches to restock our little torch thing here. Bar torches here. Oh, I still have a thing of torches in my hand. Okay. Heard you guys got it pretty bad for sure. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now let's continue doing a little building up here. Oops. Hey, Mincy, if you're still around, have you heard of the game? Um, oh, what's it called? It's like the shift at midnight, or yeah, shift at midnight. Have you heard of that game? I think it'd be a good game to play on stream for sure. What just happened? the frick just happened? Did I just... I don't even know where my stuff went. Okay, it's all down here. Yeah, you guys saw that happen, right? I just literally just like died, like, like for no reason. I hate it when the game glitches out like that. It honestly, to be honest, it makes me just not even want to play this game anymore because it's just frustrating. It happened to me when we were raiding the end. Luckily, there was ground underneath me because I fell into the void. That's just super annoying. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my bit rate right now. It looks like I had a dip, so that must have been where. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk this time. That was so weird. I didn't even make it up to the height I needed to with my wings. That doesn't seem right either. So I should have flown up and over all that mess. But I didn't really reach the top of it. See, that should have been what had happened over there. Now I'm not sure I even want to do this anymore, because... Alright, let's... You know what? Maybe I'll just work on the... freaking thing. the golems down there. Maybe I'll just do that. Make sure. So there's something else I've been trying to investigate too. One of my filters broke not too long ago, and I can't quite figure out why it was just this one in particular, because it's not really on a chunk border. Because I built this to make sure that that kind of thing wasn't going to happen. So it was this chest right here. The filter still looks like it's intact. It's very strange. It was very strange for sure. Yeah, the whole thing's very strange. Man, I wanted to kind of get away from freaking digging holes and just doing busy work. Kind of wanted to do something fun, but dang it if I can't do that. Alright, let's not gonna worry about that over there too much. Alright, let's go grab our gravel. Wherever I put it. Oh man, did I like do something stupid like throw this back in the storage system? That's exactly what I did. I did something stupid like throw it back in the storage system. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need, but we'll just do that. We'll just do a whole bunch. I'll end up digging up most of this back, but we'll make our sections and then we'll grab our let's see. So yeah, I've been mining down below. Oh crap. What I was about to say, I've been mining down below too. Um, as I'm doing this. We may just go ahead and I gotta stop doing that, laying down on my keypad like that. Go ahead and mark all this off. I should have enough gravel. This is going to be the outer wall for my base anyway, so I was eventually going to have to put something down here. It might as well be gravel. I seem to have a bunch of that. We'll go all the way over to the edge, I guess. Yeah, we'll have to because that build that's really far across. But I just need it past that right there. So if we go to this little thing right here, I should be able to go from there or over. Cool. So we can go, we should be able to go straight this way. And then the rest of this we can do at a later date, so we don't have to do that today. At least this isn't too awfully deep through here. Alright, let's sleep, so any kind of unwelcome monsters despawn. a lot deeper than it looked. It looks like I'm going to be mining out a lot of clay and sand, which are two things I use a lot of here lately. So that'll be kind of nice. And that's the main reason I'm doing it this way. I mean, it'd be easier, like, just to take a couple potions of underwater breathing and just, like, fill this up with dirt or something, but there's some good resources down there. Looks like we got a cave entrance down there too that I'll probably have to block off. I'll worry about that when I get to it though. It still seems like it's so far away. Okay. We're gonna have to keep going because I put this right over top of this down here. Okay, that should be far enough. Alright, perfecto. Perfecta. Let's drop this trash in here. And let's start with these sections back here. We'll go over like 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Seems kind of dark over here. Hey, Azza, how's it going? Thanks for the bits, buddy. I appreciate it. It is Friday for a little while longer. Heck yeah. Still grinding COD. I'm sure that stands for Call of Duty. I did not mean to read that as COD. I'm playing Minecraft, and honestly, I have cooked COD in my hand. So, man, I just can't. I'm not very good at, like, those types of games, so I kind of stay away from them. I did play Battlefront for a really long time. Um, but I was never really good at it. I just liked it because of Star Wars. That's pretty much it. I enjoyed it was Battlefront 2, and I enjoyed the honestly, I enjoyed the story mode much more than I enjoyed the versus mode. I myself have pivoted to what I was originally going to do. I was originally going to build at the top of the base, but I glitched through and fell to my death and decided that I'm just going to do this for the rest of the night. Which is doing some boring work that normally I would usually try to do offline, you know. Well, I knew that was going to happen. It's so weird how you slide on ice and you're not even on the same. I don't necessarily have to break this, but this will turn into water blocks if I don't break it before I drain it, so... And once we get through with these couple sections, we'll start draining this area we're working in, but... Let's go ahead and hop in this bed right here. Actually, we'll hop in this one. Alright, not much too further to go. Wow, that's pretty bad lag. I mean, I'm not noticing too much. I'll walk this up the side here. This is shallow enough, I could probably just drop some sponges in here. Alright, let's... What the heck? And we're gonna grab those sponges. Ugh. It's in my shelter box that I always leave at the top. So I really should learn to take that with me. I mean, it's not, the lag is not so bad that I can't do this. It just seems like there's a bad connection. Alright, let's do this. You guys are going to see the Xbox screen here for a couple minutes, and for that I apologize. Let's just, well, maybe it won't. We'll try to reconnect real quick. see if that works. See if that helped gets rid of lag for a little bit. So it should connect to like the fastest server. Oh yeah, that's quite a bit better. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's. Where's all this freaking water coming from? Okay, that appears to be the end of it. I need to... Before I get too far into this. Right tool for the job. I better drop a torch down here. So we'll just leave it up here. There we go. Alright, 17 more. This should take care of this pretty easy. Why am I having all these issues? Let's go dry out a few of these and come back and do that again. Yeah, I figured that. Well, you know what? At first, I started building on the top, but I glitched through the floor and died. And then I tried to rock it back up and died doing that. So I just kind of decided it's probably best if I stay on the ground tonight. Alrighty. Oh, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. That's two in one night. Yes, thank you for the Prime sub. That was awesome. Are you done yet? Ah, it's starting to lag again. Seriously? Okay. It just all of a sudden got better. So weird. Yeah, so yeah, I saw that too after I started doing it. Um, oh, really? Huh. I wonder if I should go over there, drop a catalyst, and then a big bucket of lava. I guess I'll wait for those to burn. I can do some of these other little chores I wanted to do. Let's grab some honeycomb, because it looks like we ain't hurting for honey. And then we'll take a stack of these too. I gotcha. Um, honeycomb block. That is really. Honestly, I wouldn't expected either one of these to be here. So let's make that. And let's make those. There we go. Ugh. Come on. Oh, this is ridiculous. Why? Why? Up there. One here. One there. The other two there. Perfect. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? YT99. Oh, yeah, I have to have things organized, otherwise I'll literally have shulkers and chests everywhere and I won't know what's in any of them. I don't know how people get by without having some sort of storage system. Huh. I came down here with really no good way of getting out, but oh well. Alright, let's do... That'll do it. I should take care of all of it, right? Perfect. Yeah, that is the truth. And plus, I'm doing this mega build, and man, if I have to spend most of my time looking for stuff, I'll probably just quit the game. Just in general. Alright. And there we can get out there. Alright, well. We'll go cook these other ones, and... and I need a shovel. This is gonna be in here. Yeah, I don't need my super fast shovel because I will end up letting all that water back in. I believe this needs to be 61. It's, yeah, it is. That's where I want everything. Alright, maybe I will get the better shovel because that's ridiculous. Let's see. Nope, nope, nope. We want soul touch because when I pick my gravel up, I want to make sure it's actually gravel. Oh, much better. Did I just hear an arrow shoot at me? Huh. Weird. I. Oh. Oh, yeah, well. Okay, that's not going to matter too much, that wall. Actually, that's right. That wall doesn't matter at all. So I can just go ahead and pop out this. Why isn't it? Oh, no, no, dude. It's that stupid mod. We have dynamic lights on. So, like, for whatever reason, these act like candles. So if you set a candle on a block and then you break the block, the candle will still be there. So, but if I put like this is a normal torch before I crafted it into one of the dynamic lighting. So if I put this here, right, and then I break this clay block, yeah, it disappears like a normal torch. But if I craft them into what's called a decorative torch, it acts like a candle where you can set it on stuff and it kind of floats. Actually like that. So I wish I was smart enough to hack. I can't. No way, dude. Let's see. Do I have any normal blocks? Yeah, I've got dirt blocks here. Let's just pop these down. Oops, not there. Here. Yeah, it can be, especially like if you just leave one where you don't expect it, and then like at night you'll see just a torch flying up in the middle of the sky. I'm pretty sure it's that dark. Yeah. So heaven help me if a creeper pops in on my head. Oh. Ugh. Not worth it. Oh my god, it's going tonight. I had a few issues with lag earlier that caused me to glitch through the platform I was building on, which resulted in me dying, but, you know, it happens. So I decided to go ahead and that it probably working up high is not wasn't going to work for me tonight, so I decided to come down here and work on clearing this area out and build another one of these. Ow, so this is literally where I need to go. This is the second wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so if you see this little contraption here with the copper golems walking through there, I've got to build another one. So that's, or actually quite a few of them. So I am, so I'm clearing that out. Um, so I go over to this. So this right here is where I need to dig down. I think it's those are too tall. Get down here. Let's double check. 1, 2, and then that. So I guess I can just look at the coordinates I'm at. At 60. I need to go to 60. That makes sense. First thing before I do all this, I need to get rid of some stuff in my inventory. Actually, we're going to keep all this dirt in our inventory because we're probably going to use it. Treasure chest go back in here though. I need to just make sure that all my that everything's level. Doesn't have to be level, but it has to be generally the same height to get started here. And this is the back corner. And we're at 62, 61, 60. So right here. I gotta do it this way because I want to make sure. So we're at 60. This is where I need to stay. And before I do too much over here, I need to make sure that we've got some torches down here to keep anything from spawning. That should be good enough. Yep, it'll be good enough. Ah, crap. I didn't even work at all, did it? Ugh. Whoa. This lag. That didn't have anything to do with lag. I just wasn't. I just thought I was crouched. Oh no, I have to go one more lower on this. Because the floor skulk. Durr. You know what? I'll just dig it out when I get putting it down. I'll correct it from here. Oh, I don't know why I did that. 3. Okay. Oh, I need the black wool too. There really should be some in here. That is not enough. Okay, that may be a problem. Can I reach the other? I may be able to reach that one. Oh, why am I do not need them along this wall. There we go. Oh wow, we had just enough. Huh. Alright, let's get some sculpt and put those back. We'll get these. Okay, we're gonna do this, right? Right there, so you need to get through here. Oh, me. Well, a lot of digging. I'm actually afraid to dig too much over here because oh, this is super fun here. Just we're almost done with this though. Maybe decorate this a little more. Get ready for our copper golems that are going to be moving in here. I'll need to grab some more skulk. Should have plenty to finish this floor. Here we go. And then fix this little section right there. And then now we need the skulk vein. which we'll just place along all the walls. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna have enough. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna leave that open or not, but yeah. I don't know, we may leave it open. Alrighty. Well, wasn't really much of a project this evening. We got, well, we got this room set up anyway, so we can go ahead and do our next little leg golems here. So we're just gonna patch up a few things, and once again, thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the bits. Uh, we will be back maybe tomorrow with Final Fantasy X. So you guys have a good evening, and we will see you then later.